Hey Pickleball's Forum. So I'm really excited to be working with you guys and doing the COVID 19-day fitness challenge. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Frank Anthony Davis, or FAD, as some people call me. So I just want to introduce myself a little bit. I've been playing pickleball for like 6 or 7 years, like a pretty long time. My best friend in high school, Bobby Kokolinski, he went to Rowan University here in New Jersey. He is a phys ed teacher. They taught him pickleball in his rotation when he was in college. And he just texted me one day and said, hey man, we definitely gotta try this sport. It looks super fun. And I think like a few months later, we actually did get some equipment and give it a try. And ever since, I've been completely hooked. So for me, it was just me and him for two years playing just singles. I didn't even know doubles existed, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. But yeah, so it's been fun. I've been super addicted to it, and now I'm playing pro full time on the tour, and I'm kind of known as a singles specialist. So one thing that's really important to me is movement. Pickleball is a dynamic sport, and there's a lot of movements, especially in singles. There's a lot of dynamic side-to-side movements. But either way, you want to make sure that you can be moving as best as possible. So for me, I kind of had trouble, about a couple years ago with like lower back pain and just flexibility, and I couldn't really move to the best of my ability. Like I was a lot faster than I felt I could perform because of the back pain. It was very distracting, and just when your back hurts, you're just not in a good mood, and when your back hurts, you just can't move as well. So I really invested a lot of time and effort into a core like ab routine, but specializing in like slow motion movements where it really helps you with just coordination and like really just increasing that core strength and your back strength to give you like a really good foundation for everything else. So that's kind of what I wanted to show you guys, just 5 of my favorite moves from my core routine. I wouldn't say do this every day if you're going to adopt it into your routine. I kind of actually do it every other day, but if you're new to it, I would say put 2 or 3 days in between doing it, because it can be hard, and it's something that I do actually. If you ever see me competing in a singles tournament, you'll know this is what I did the morning before. I actually do a few more than 5, but I'm going to pick 5 of my favorites to show you guys because I think they're the best to get started with. And yeah, so I hope you guys like it, and if you guys have any questions, please feel free to let me know. I'm going to walk you through each one as we go. So first one is kind of like a ab twisting rotation. So each of these are going to be 10 reps. So I'll help you figure out, which, like, how to count the reps and all of that. So here's the first one. For all these, you'll be sitting as well. So for the first one, we're going to sit, and if you find it's a little bit challenging, if you have your legs out, that makes it a little bit easier, but I'd like you to try with your legs up. So legs up, heels down, and then you want to make this kind of like circle here, and then control it. Just think about being in slow motion and being in control of your body and letting your abs do the work. So you go all the way down to where your lower back touches the ground, but your shoulders are off the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up, and then twist with your arms up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1, and then back to center and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up, and then twist the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2. So then you're back to center, and then repeat. So you want to do that 10 times, 1, 2, go all the way to 10. And that's the first exercise, so I'll give you guys a minute to figure that out and do it. Let me know how it goes, and we'll move on to the next one in a second here. So the next one I want to do is going to stay with that slow motion theme. I want you to keep slow motion and controlling your movements and going really slow and making sure you feel them. This one's one of my favorites. It's really hard, actually. I really don't like it. but I really feel like I get a lot of benefit from it. So it's going to be in a kind of plank position, but on your forearms. And it's kind of like a slow motion single leg crunch type of deal. So again, the first position, knees and forearms. And then once you get to your forearms, go up on your toes and hold that, right? Make sure your back is straight and try to just balance yourself as best as possible. And then take your right leg to your right tricep. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left to left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to center. And that would be 2 reps. So it's 1, back, 2. So each arm and each leg is a rep. And that's another one. We're going to do that 10 times. And remember, pace yourself. Go really slow. If you need to take a break, take a break. But resume it and make sure you get to 10. So that's the second exercise. I got 3 more for you. So we'll take a second, pause, get that one done, move on to the next one. Okay, actually, so this next one here is one of my favorites. I really like to do this one before a singles tournament because it really stretches my back in a way that I feel like really benefits me throughout the day. It really gets me like in a state where I feel like I can move. So a little different. This one's not as hard, but I think it's even more valuable. So you want to lay on your back. Now, this again is going to be 10 reps. So we're going to lay on our back and put our arms straight out. And then when you're ready to go, legs straight up in the air. So this is center. And then your first rep is going to be to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now center. So this is a rep. 1, center, 2, center. So we're going to do it 10 times. And remember, the lower you go here, like this is really, really hard. This is not so bad. So when you're starting, start here. But when you want to put some more strain on it, you can go as close to your hand or to the floor as possible, and you'll really get more flexibility. So just remember, stay in control, keep your back flat, and keep your head on the ground, and try to just move just your legs in that windshield wiper motion. So I think you'll really like that one. So if that one's your favorite, let me know in the comments, because that one I think is my favorite so far too. So we got 2 more. So pause, get those done, move on to the next one. Okay, so this is a new one that I've kind of worked into my routine. I really like it. The middle part is a little advanced, so if you can't do it, don't feel bad. You can always modify and learn to get better at it, the flexibility part in the future. So, same position as before, so not forearms, but hands and knees, right? Now, you might recognize this as like a yoga or stretching position. Is like you want to do your right arm out and your left arm out. So opposite arm, opposite leg. And then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this is the hard part. Right here, go back, grab your foot, and pull it to center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then back out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now bring them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And back out. So that's 1 rep. And you're going to do 5 each side. So this will be number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Foot to the center. Now this is the part you can skip if you can't do this. But just learn to get the flexibility better over time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back out. Together. So that'd be 2. And once you get to 5, switch to the other arm and leg. So out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. That's 1 rep. So then do 5 more of those, and then you'll be done with that one. So, yeah, I really like that one because it works on your balance and flexibility. If you can't do that middle part, skip it, but practice it. Maybe practice a couple times a day. It really adds a lot of dynamic balance and flexibility to the routine. So I really like that middle part, but it is a little challenging. You'll feel like you'll wobble a little bit. So don't be discouraged by that. Just keep working on it. So yeah, I got one more for you, and this one is this one's pretty tough. It's a little faster pace, but I find that this one's really better at like building a little bit of muscle and actually giving you that increased strength, opposed to the other ones which were about balance and everything. So I typically will use my kettlebell there, which is like 15, 18 pounds, something like that. But I wouldn't recommend starting with that because it's a little difficult. I kind of built my way up really slowly over time to be able to get to that point. So what I'll show you today is a really cool thing you can actually just use. If you have a paddle laying on, you can actually just use your paddle, and it makes it really fun to kind of experiment with the different grips as you do it. So we're going to do 10 of these as well, and we start like this. So I don't know. So first position is like this banana position, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come up like that, bend your knees, but don't let your feet touch the ground. Stay centered. So we have center, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, center, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back. So that's 1 rep, and here's another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's second rep. So that would be, just repeat that a couple more times. You do 10 of those, and then that'll be it. I mean, you'll have a really good core routine that you can feel confident, that's safe, as long as you focus on like slow motion, controlling the muscles. I think you'll really get a lot of benefit from it, especially if you have lower back issues. It's helped me just tremendously. Like, I don't think I'd be getting the results that I had been getting last year without that routine. It really gives me a nice foundation to build on and just be free to move as much as I'd like to. So anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed my fitness challenge. I'm really interested to hear what you guys say and think about it. Let me know, how you like it. If you have any questions, I'll be in the thread commenting below and answering any questions you guys have. If you want to see more of my core routine, let me know. Maybe I can film the whole one someday. It's a little hard to talk and film a core routine or any kind of exercise routine for me because I kind of put a lot into it. But yeah, it'd be interesting to hear what you guys think about it and if you get any benefit from it. So yeah, I just want to thank Pickleballist for involving me in the challenge. I think it's really cool. I know this has been a really tough situation for all of us with being stuck at home, not being able to play. So I'm really excited to be able to give you guys something to do and contribute a little bit. I also want to thank my sponsor, Hudef, for sticking with me through this tough time. I know it's not easy, and we're really excited. I was just talking to Hudef today. We're really excited for the future, and I think you guys will be impressed with a lot of the results we have coming out. If anybody is interested, check out my website, fadpickleball.com. I put some articles on there just for you guys to check out. I've got some gear like FAD hats, FAD paddle, the cool I Don't Stop FAD shirt, which is brand new. I actually was going to unveil this at the US Open, but I think we'll just unveil it right here. So again, feel free to reach out to me anytime, and I'm happy to answer any questions. But thank you guys, and I hope you enjoy it. Bye.